Festus Amimo was the widely respected head of Mayienga FM, the Dholuo language radio station of Kenya Broadcasting Corporation, KBC. As of his death on December 7, 2025, he was 45 years old. Though there is no publicly documented record of his personal net worth, his longtime role leading a major media outlet, plus his standing among colleagues and community, suggests that his public standing was significant. Rather than focusing on amassed wealth, however, Amimo's real legacy rested in his voice, a baritone that shaped cultural conversations, uplifted the Luo community, and bridged generations. Voluminous tributes from political leaders, media houses, and listeners alike reflect a man whose value was measured in impact, not bank statements. Early life, parents, family, and background, what we know, public records and news reports, so far do not provide verifiable details about Festus Amimo's parents, siblings, or his early childhood background. News coverage after his death has focused primarily on his career, community work, and his impact as a broadcaster. Because that information remains private or unreported, we must acknowledge the limits. Many personal details about his upbringing, family origins, schooling, early influences are not publicly documented. This lack of information highlights how many media professionals in Kenya, especially those in vernacular broadcasting, keep their early lives private, letting their work speak louder than their biography. Personal life, wife/family, religion, other works. Similarly, public sources have not confirmed details about Amimo's marital status, children, or close family. Most published tributes refer to his family or loved ones, without naming individuals or confirming relationships. What is clear, however, is a strong sense of community and cultural rootedness. As head of Mayienga FM, a station broadcasting in Dholuo to the Luo community, Amimo's work was steeped in cultural identity. He often used his platform to speak on issues affecting the community, unite listeners, and give voice to underrepresented stories. He was also described by colleagues and leaders as humble, compassionate, and generous, qualities that endeared him to many. These traits, while not strictly personal life details, demonstrate that his life outside the studio was characterized by empathy, social responsibility, and community-oriented values. Professional career, rise in broadcasting, and Mayienga FM. Festus Amimo's most public role was as head of Mayienga FM, a station under KBC serving the Luo-speaking audience with news, talk shows, culture, music, and community programming. He was known popularly by his on-air nickname/familiar name, Wuod Awasi. In the early hours of Sunday, December 7th, 2025, the nation was shocked when the station confirmed his sudden death. According to the announcement, it is with profound shock, deep sorrow, and heavy hearts that we announce the untimely passing of our head of station, Festus Amimo W.A. His commanding baritone, gentle presence, and empathetic interviewing style made him a trusted voice, not just for entertainment, but also for social reflection, community concerns, and cultural identity. On his flagship morning show, Gary McKinney, Amimo drew loyal listeners who tuned in for incisive interviews, social commentary, and uplifting stories. Leadership and mentorship. Beyond hosting, Amimo played a major leadership role within the media community. He served as chairperson of the Luo Journalists Association, LJ, a position that made him a mentor to many young journalists working in Dholuo language media. His colleagues credit him with strengthening professional standards, nurturing emerging talent, and preserving cultural sensitivity in reporting. By 2025, he has steered Mayienga FM into becoming one of the most influential vernacular stations, a platform where culture, news, and community voices converged. KBC leadership described him as a gentleman, a star, and a friend to our listeners and team, praising his dedication and spirit, social impact, and community work. Amimo's influence extended beyond radio entertainment. In September 2025, he led a fundraiser through his morning show to support a needy student's schooling fees, raising over 100,000 Kenyan shillings in mere hours. This act reflected his consistent commitment to social upliftment and community responsibility. Listeners and colleagues often recalled how his on-air segments addressed critical issues: youth empowerment, education, community development, cultural unity, and social justice. For many speakers and listeners, his microphone was more than a tool. It was a bridge connecting hope, identity, and public voice. House tour and car collection. Publicly available sources do not list verified information about any personal house, real estate properties, or car ownership in Festus Amimo's name. Media coverage around his death, tributes, and legacy have focused almost wholly on his professional contributions, social impact, and character rather than material assets. This omission might reflect his personal privacy preferences, or that he prioritized service and voice over material display. In any case, there is no public verification to warrant a detailed house tour or car collection section. College career. At this time, there is no publicly confirmed record detailing Festus Amimo's tertiary education, such as the institution where he studied, field of study, or diplomas attained. None of the major media obituaries or tributes mention his academic background. What is clear from his broadcasting style, professionalism, and public engagements is an education rooted in empathy, cultural awareness, and effective communication. Whether formally trained or self-taught, his impeccable Dholuo fluency, interviewing skills, and leadership reflect someone deeply committed to mastery of his craft. Cause of death. According to official statements and police records, Festus Amimo died after collapsing suddenly in his room in Nairobi during the early hours of December 7, 2025. His body was taken to the city mortuary, pending a post-mortem to ascertain the precise cause of death. Though rumors emerged, including unverified claims of a drug overdose, no official autopsy results have been publicly released as of yet. Media houses and police have urged caution and respect for the family, while investigations continue. Legacy. What Festus Amimo leave behind? Festus Amimo's life and career embody the power of voice, compassion, and cultural identity. As a broadcaster, leader, community advocate, and mentor, he lived a life of purpose. He transformed vernacular radio, proving it can be a platform for dignity, identity, and social change. He nurtured a generation of journalists, promoting professional ethics and cultural sensitivity. He gave voice to the voiceless, elevating ordinary Kenyan stories, struggles, and aspirations into national conversations. He bridged generations and regions, offering unity through radio frequency, empathy, and shared identity. When political and social tensions rise, when identity feels fractured, radio had given people a familiar anchor, the calm, firm, resonant voice of Festus Amimo. That voice may have gone silent, but the ripples of his influence will echo for decades. In the language of many listeners, he was Wuod Awasi, a son of Awasi, a guardian of culture, a voice for the people. May his soul rest in peace.